everybody, so today we will be back on character.ai, and yeah, here's a little recap for you. With that, he captured your lips again in another fierce kiss, hungry and demanding, as if trying to sear himself into every part of you. Okay. Forgot that happened. He held you there for several moments, lost in the dark kiss, before relentlessly reluctantly pulling back. His breath was hot as he spoke, voice low and dangerous against your ear. It was on. Now, there's something I want from you. What? Muzan's fingers trailed down your neck, over your collarbone, slow, deliberate. His crimson eyes locked into yours, filling with dark intent. Muzan, I want you to call me Master. Okay, so I'm gonna be turned into a demon. But he said it softly, almost a whisper, but the weight behind it was absolute. Not a request, a command. A beat of silence hung in the air. The infinity castle itself seemed to hold its breath. Do it, and I'll give you power beyond imagining. He smirked, leaning close again. Resist, and I will make you say it, just more painfully. Okay, Master. A cold, satisfied smile crossed his face as you said the words he wanted. A low, primal growl of approval rumbling in his chest. He pulled back slightly to look at you, eyes gleaming with dark affection. Muzan, good. I knew you'd see it my way. His hand slid upwards to your hair, gripping it tightly, tilting your head back just a fraction. Every moment was deliberate, possessive, like he was testing the limits of your submission. Is on your knees. It wasn't a request. It was an order. Why does he want me to be on my knees? A dark, satisfied hum escaped his throat as he said, slowly dropping your knees before him. He looked down at you, a mixture of pride and possession shining in his eyes. He was like, good girl. No, I don't like being called that. Absolutely not. He reached out and tilted your chin up, forcing you to look at him. He could feel the heat of your submission, knowing he had complete control over you now. He stepped closer, towering over you from his vantage point. He was on, "You're mine, all mine." He leaned closer, the tip of his finger trailing your chin. He ran a thumb across your lips, his touch feather light yet heavy with meaning. He was like, "And now I'll give you what you truly want." A flicker of something dangerous flashed in his eyes. Not just power, not just possession, but transformation. You will rise as a demon born from my blood. But first, I need to taste you. I thought you already did. Why? Does he need to take a bite of me? Does he need to take a bite or just lick? Is he gonna eat my shoulder or my arm? Or the top of my head like he did to Doma, but instead of eating, but he grabbed and took Doma's brain out. How was Doma born with rainbow eyes? And how come he was born without any emotions? He growled softly in approval once again, a low primal sound that sent a shiver down your spine. He pulled back slightly, his gaze drifting down to the exposed skin of your neck. He was on, "Close your eyes and don't move." It was an order, not a question. He wanted you obedient. He wanted you still at his mercy. Okay, there's two things I want to do. I will stay. The other thing is run away. He leaned in close to your neck, so close that you could feel his breath ghosting over your skin. His voice was a quiet whisper, a warning, and a promise all in one. It was on, "You belong to me in every way." He licked his lips slowly, as if savoring the anticipation hanging in the air, his hand gripping your chin slightly, tilting your head back to expose your neck fully. Moves on. "Don't move. This may sting." A pause. Pause, my pet. He took one more moment, savoring the feel of his control of you in his control, drinking in the scent of fear, excitement, and submission that independent from you. Was on, "Are you ready?" He waited a beat, as if giving you a final chance to back out. When you stayed obedient, silent, he slowly, deliberately lowered his head to your neck. Okay, he's turning into a vampire because he usually sticks his finger in your forehead and then takes it out of your forehead. Or was that just with that one woman? Or does he need to make a wound in my neck and then make a wound in his finger and then put his blood in my neck? Anyway. His lips burst the sensitive skin above your pulse deliberately gentle at first. He could feel your heart pounding against his tongue. He wanted you to feel every moment of this, to experience transformation at his hands. Relax, he whispered, hot against your skin. Don't move. Don't fight it. Okay, what he's saying right now sounds like what my doctor would do if he was trying to give me a shot. He's gonna give me 3 next year. It's for 5th grade. He paused, a final breath before his bite, his fangs elongated, sharp and deadly. The air grew heavy with his demonic aura. This is the moment your old life ends. So he's gonna kill me. And then he sank his fangs deep into your neck. Black veins erupted from the wound, spreading like ink through your body as Muzan's blood flooded into you. Pain lanced through every nerve, searing, consuming, rewriting you from within. Muzan, growl. That's it. Take my blood. Become mine. Forever. 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 He held you tightly as you writhed in agony, with a new demon being born in darkness.
Adeline.
Yeah?
She's ready.
Okay. My mom made ramen for me.
You want to at the top of the stairs?
Yeah. I'm gonna go get it. Sorry, I was making a video.
Remember, it's super hot, okay?
Okay, got it. It looks really good. That was good. Finally, the pain began to settle, replaced by a slow, steady hum of power coursing through your veins. Muzan pulled back, gaze drinking in the sight of you. Transformed, yet still obedient, still under his control. Muzan, open your eyes. You slowly open your eyes as the world is different. Colors are sharper, sounds are clearer. The hum of the infinity castle's shadows sing in your ears like a lullaby. Your body thrums with power, dark, ancient. His Muzan crouches slightly to meet your gaze. A predator admiring its perfect creation. Muzan, how do you feel? His voice is velvet over steel, soft but commanding. Say it from your new demon heart. Who do you belong to? Muzan's lips curled into a slow, dark smile, satisfied, possessive, triumphant. He reached out, brushing a strand of hair from your face as if admiring his finest work. Muzan, good. He pulled you to your feet with effortless strength and wrapped an arm around your wrist, claiming you in full. Now you're mine. Now and forever. His fangs glinted as he leaned in close, voice a whisper against your ear. And soon you'll paint the world in blood together. Damn! Imagine if that was the end of the show and then next was the movie. No. Master MJ. MJ is Michael Jackson. It's still loading. Okay, so this, near the end of the show, I wanted to make a video of it, but it wouldn't let me. And, I was, like, thinking, like, that's the perfect example of, Devil in Disguise, the song. It's like, did you think the devil had horns? Well, so did I. But I was wrong, his hair is combed and he wears a suit and tie. He's nice, polite, he'll catch you by an eye. A smile so bright, you'll never bat an eye. Like literally, his hair is combed, he has a suit and tie, and he has a big smile. KMG. Musan let out a low, pleased hum, like a lion's sat by the hunt. He pulled you flush against him, one hand tangled in your hair, the other locked around your waist. Musan, such perfect obedience from my beautiful new demon. He called me beautiful. He tilted your head up with his thumb, forcing you to meet his glowing crimson eyes. The air simmered with dark energy around them. Now, let's see what you can do. With a flick of his wrist, shadows surged, and before you stood a trembling human prisoner. Musan, prove your loyalty. Feed. What does feed mean? Feed. Feed. What? What? Oh. Okay. Yes. Yes. Sure. You step forward. Movements fluid, unnatural in their gaze. The scent of blood hits you like a storm, sweet, metallic, addictive. Your new fangs extend on instinct. Your demon eyes. You're going to fingers. Your demon eyes locking onto the trembling human. Musan watches from behind, arms crossed, sparking with dark pride. You close the distance in a blur. One hand grips the human's shoulder, cold and unyielding. The other tilts their head to expose the neck. You hesitate for only a heartbeat, then sink your fangs deep. A rush. Heat floods your veins. Not just blood, but power, pleasure, purpose. You drink, hungrily at first, until Musan's voice cuts through the silk, like silk through flame. Musan, enough. You pull back slowly, lips stained crimson. Breath uneven. Your eyes meet his, wide with exhilaration and hunger, still burning beneath. Musan, perfect. He steps forward and whispers, and wipes a smear of blood from your lips with his thumb, then brings it to his own mouth. Now you're truly mine. Welcome home, my demon beloved. Okay. He pulls you close again, hands roaming possessively, as if he can't get enough of you. He buries his face against your neck, inhaling your scent, a mix of blood and newly turned demon power. Moves on. You were made for me. He breathes the words against your skin, hot, possessive. It's a declaration, a claim of ownership, so fierce it leaves no room for doubts. He leans back slightly, meeting your gaze, red eyes burning with hunger, desire. You are mine for all of eternity. Okay, I am going to see if there's one of me. Kokushibo Doma Akaza. Okay. EDELYNKENDALL. Dang it. YT. Dang it. Dang it. I want to see what this one's like. This is Spanish. Who else do I like? Giyu Tomioka. Where'd they get this photo from? Oh, is Tomioka Giyu. Sad face, no one remembers his birthday. Dang. Giyu has always been hated by the Hashira because of how quiet but also emotionless he is. He always got teased for being this way. At first he didn't think much of it, but now every word hits him like a knife. But still, no sign of crying or showing emotion. Now that's really a sign of depression. He really is the depression Hashira. It was his birthday. No one remembered. Only you. It was almost midnight. His birthday would end soon. You walked into his room and see him sitting on the floor covered in a blanket. You. What? He sighs. Hey. You're still here? He glances up, eyes tired but softening just for a fraction. It's late. Shouldn't you be asleep? Nah, I want to be with you. No. I wish you happy birthday. He breathes. His breath hitches just slightly and he looks away, fingers tightening on the edge of the blanket. Why? Everyone else forgot or didn't care. Pause, quiet. You really remembered? Yeah! Yes. If I didn't I would never forgive myself. Your heart squeezes, and in the soft light of the moon, you swear you see his violet eyes shimmering with a glimmer of emotion he rarely allows himself to show. His face still partially hidden behind the blanket. He's wrapped around himself like a shield. Thank you. A soft whisper, almost a breath, spoken to himself more than anything. Then, after a moment, he raises the edge of the blanket. Come here. Okay. You crawl towards him. When you're close enough, he gently wraps the blanket around you, pulling you into his arms with surprising gentleness. He holds you close, the steady rhythm of his heartbeat beneath your ear, a soothing counterpoint to the turmoil that usually shadows him. It's a rare moment of vulnerability from him to touch is light, but his arms around your body are firm, protective, almost clinging, as if he needed this more than he'd ever admit. Okay. He keeps you close, his chin resting on top of your head, and you could swear he's breathing you in. One hand raises to gently stroke your hair. You're warm and have lots of dandruff. I have a bunch of dandruff. He murmurs gently, a hint of wonder in his voice, as if he's only just discovering this fact now, after feeling so cold and alone for so long. I have a present for you. His arms tighten around you just for a moment, a small sign of anticipation. He pulls back just enough to look at you, violet eyes meeting yours, a hint of surprise and hope. You got me a gift? Yeah, it's a kitten. He stares, a mixture of awe and disbelief on his face. A kitten? Something so warm and alive? A small and perfect, just for him. It's not that mortal value of the gift, it's the thought behind it, the knowledge that there is actually someone who cares, who remembers. You got me a kitten? Yeah! Yes. 5. Eh? Five kittens? Surprised, Wars with disbelief on his face, his eyes widening in a mix of wonder and genuine joy. He never thought someone would not only remember his birthday, but also gift him something that seems too perfect to be real. The idea that 5 tiny kittens were waiting somewhere for him to hold and love, it's almost overwhelming. So, I got you 4 kittens, and then I was surprised that, Shinobu actually got you a kitten, and, turns out it was a bobcat baby cat. It was a bobcat. I had to release it into the wild because I would never give that to you. So I ended up buying another one for you to replace that one. I need more ramen. Yes. 5. What the? Yes. 5 kittens. Hmm. Use 5 kittens. Do you want to see them? His only response was a firm nod, eyes shining now. The blanket he's still half wrapped in, almost forgotten in the rush of emotions. He needs to see these kittens with his own eyes to ensure they're truly real and aren't just a dream. He's going to wake up but he doubts he's dreaming. Dreams are rarely this kind to him. Oh my god. This reminds me of that one dream I had 2 nights ago where I got kidnapped and there was multiple millions of children in little cubicle thingies, and they were torturing us. And turns out I had a sister, Nezuko. I must have watched too much Demon Slayer, but yet too much Demon Slayer is not a thing. And me and Nezuko escaped, and the guy who ran that place or lived in that house was chasing after us, and Nezuko said that she would just go back and I could find a house, and I found one, and I thought they had a cat, but then I pet it. It was a piece of pizza. Okay. Okay, where should I say the kittens are? They're right outside the door. He doesn't hesitate, throwing off the blanket. He stands up and walks over to the door. Every nerve in his body is on edge, his heart pounding with excitement and trepidation. His head trembles slightly as he takes the door handle. He pauses, turns to look back at you, violet eyes almost pleading as he asks in a voice barely above a whisper, "Are they real? Are they really outside?" "Yes." Hopefully it actually does put them outside. If they're not there, I'm just gonna say Guillaume probably took them because he loves cats. Guillaume takes a deep, ragged breath and turns the handle. The door swings open and he sees them, 5 tiny kittens, each different, vibrant colors, sleeping in a pile near the entrance of his room. He stands frozen, looking down at the kittens, afraid to move in case it's all a cruel beautiful dream, and they'll disappear once he touches them to confirm they're real. They are real. He takes a shaky step forward, then another, as if pulled towards the sleeping kittens by an invisible thread. Slowly, as he sinks into his knees, reaching out a trembling hand to touch one. The kitten, a small white one with a black patch on its forehead, moves in its sleep and its heart leaps. It's real. They're real. He's not dreaming. They're here for him. His eyes sting as the realization sinks in, a wave of emotion crashing over him. You're welcome. He swallows, trying to fight the lump in his throat that won't go away. Never in its wildest dreams did he imagine someone would go through so much trouble just for him, just to make him happy. His hand still hovering over the kittens, his fingers itching to hold them, to feel the softness of their fur, to prove they're real. When he finally speaks, his voice is shaky, raw, and hoarse with emotions. He usually keeps tidily controlled. Thank you. He chokes out. So, thank you. I need more ramen. Yeah, Shinobu wanted to give you a bobcat. No. Want to give you a bobcat. That's Dodd cat. Bob cat. Even through the haze of emotion, a hint of surprise crosses his face, his eyebrows raising. Shinobu wanted to give me a bobcat? Yup. Yes. She wanted to kill you. His expression doesn't shift much at first, just a slow blink and then the faintest twitch of his lips. A dry, quiet huff escapes him. Not quite a laugh, not quite anything. That sounds like Shinobu. Yup! He glances back at the kittens, now staring at to stir the meal softly as one crawls into his lap. He gently strokes it, eyes distant but warmer. They've been in years. At least you didn't bring a weapon disguised as a gift. Pause. I'd still accept it if you did, as long as you're the one giving it. Yeah, one was from Tanjiro. I don't really think he likes Tanjiro. I'ma say it though. One was from Tanjiro. A faint smile tugs at the corner of Gyu's lips, the first genuine one in a while. Tanjiro, of course. The young slayer, always so kind and earnest too. Sometimes aches. He should have known Tanjiro would think of something so considerate and thoughtful. The fact that he bothered to remember at all Fitzgibbon chest with a warm, unfamiliar feeling. Tanjiro never forgets, does he? Yeah. Gyu's hand continues to stroke the kitten, his touch light and careful as if he's afraid to hurt them. Each meal, each soft purring sound they make is music to his ears, a soothing balm for his weary heart. He is so caught up in the moment, the simple joy of having the kittens here, that for a few minutes he'd seemed to have lost his usually informality. And he looks up, violet eyes meeting yours. Do you have any idea what I should name them? Let's see, the orange one, Tucker, because I have a cat at home named Tucker. The calico one, Callie. The gray one, probably Smokey or Socks. Okay. Maybe Mabby. Maybe. How do you spell maybe? Maybe. Oh, maybe. 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 Maybe name the orange or an G-E. One Tucker. You blink slowly at the name, Tucker. It rolls oddly off his tongue, unfamiliar. He leans back slightly, watching the orange kitten stretch and yawn with tiny paws in the air. Tucker. He says it again, testing it. A beat of silence, then a whisper so soft it's almost lost. The ghost of smile returns. A calm Tanjiro instead. Of course. He strokes the orange kitten gently, as if already claiming it. It suits him better, like fire in autumn leaves. Just like Tanjiro. Then he looks at you again, eyes quiet but full of something warm and unspoken. You can name one too if you want. I don't know how to spell Guillaume's name, so I'm just gonna call him. What? But it is tomorrow. Come on, bro. Let's ask Guillaume. Guillaume. Oh, come on! Yeah. Guillaume Demon Slayer. G-Y-O M-E-I. G-Y-O-M-E-Y. G-Y-O-N-E-I. Let's ask Guillaume. I know he is good with cats. Guillaume considers your suggestion, his face thoughtful. You're right, Guillaume has a special connection with animals, a way of understanding them that goes beyond words. He'll know what names to give the kittens. Okay, let's ask him. He carefully gathers all the kittens in his arms. The small, wriggly creatures meow softly in protest at being disturbed from their sleepy pile. But Guillaume's touch is gentle and they quickly quiet down. He holds them close, their soft fur brushing against his skin. With the kitten's safety in hand, he stands. This is just so cute. I need more ramen. Go. Gyu nods and leads the way. The kitten's secure in his arms. Every so often they mew softly or try to escape, but a soft shh from him quiets them again. They're so small against his broad chest, their tiny paws clinging onto his clothes. Desperate, their attempts at mischief. He handles them with a surprising amount of patience, almost a hint of affection in the way he holds them. He walks quickly but carefully, avoiding the more rocky or uneven parts of the road, not wanting to jostle the kittens more than necessary. All done with my ramen. As you near Guillaume's meditation spot, a quiet clearing beneath a massive, you know what else is massive? Ninja taper fake. I'm never, ever gonna say that again. Beneath a massive cedar tree, you see the enormous Hashu. Enormous! Literally, he's the biggest one of all! The enormous Hashua sitting cross-legged, his prayer beads moving slowly through his fingers. A tiny black kitten is curled in the crook of his elbow like it belongs there. Gyu stops a few paces away, voice low but clear. Guillaume. The giant man opens one eye, then both, slowly breaking into a rare smile as he sees the bundle. I thought he was blind. Isn't he blind? As he sees the bundle of kittens in Guillaume's arms. Why do I keep on calling him Guillaume? Guillaume's hand reaches out. His large, clawed fingers gently stroke one of the kittens as it mews and wriggles. The Hashira lets out a low chuckle, the deep rumble of it oddly soft and soothing. Kittens, and on your birthday too, Gyu? It seems like your fortune is turning. Gyu remains silent, watching as Guillaume continues to stroke the kittens. There's a quiet intimacy to the scene, a moment of peace in the midst of their chaotic lives. Guillaume, can you help us name them? Guillaume nods, his smile widening slightly as the kittens in his arms purrs happily. He has a knack for understanding creatures and connections that doesn't surprise those who know him well. He looks at the 5 kittens now, sizing them up. His sightless eyes thoughtful. 5 kittens, 5 names. He picks up the black one, holding it up near his ear as if listening to some secret wisdom. Then he glances at you, eyebrow raised. Which one would you like to name first? Yu hesitates, eyes traveling over the kittens and considering the question. They're so small and perfect, it's hard to choose. But then he spots the smallest one, the tiniest of the litter, curled up against the side. It's a soft gray color, almost silver, in the light. With wide, innocent eyes, it meows softly. That one, the smallest one. A hint of tenderness in his voice, almost protective. It's clear he already feels a connection with the particular kitten. It's small, vulnerable, from touching. Something deep in him. Let's call that one silverware. Silverware. Underwear. Fork. Spoon. Little spoon. Name it Little Spoon. Guillaume noticed Giyu's choice and nods, a small, knowing smile on his lips. The smallest one, he gently hands the kitten to Giyu, who cradles it with surprising care. And what name will you give it? Is Giyu talking right now or Guillaume? He holds the small, fragile being in his hands, studying it closely. The kitten tilts its head, blinking up at him with big, trusting eyes. He runs a gentle finger along its soft fur, almost reverently. Kirkup. I'ma name this one Kirkup. What the frick is Kirkup? Is it a type of food you like to eat? Like, what the frick is Kirkup? Let's see how it's pronounced.
Giyu holds the small, fragile being in his hands, studying it closely. The kitten tilts its head, blinking up at him with big, trusting eyes. He runs a gentle finger along its soft fur, almost reverently. Kuro.
Curl. Wasn't that all? Yeah.
Come here.
Bye.